Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
But I believe our next guest is here.
Hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you please introduce yourself for me?
Yeah, my name is Richard Carrier. I'm the SVP and General Manager of Cyberlink. We're a multimedia company headquartered in Taiwan, but doing business worldwide.
Hi, Richard. Can you please explain what Cyberlink is all about and your product?
Yeah, of course. So if you've used a PC in your life, you have used our software either to play back movies, videos, edit movies, photos. That's the space we're coming from. As I was mentioning, we've been around for about 25 years, and we've evolved a lot. So, our latest products that are pretty hot in the market are the different versions of our photo and video editing solutions, both on PCs and Mac, as well as mobile phones, whether it's iPhones or Android phones. These are very popular. You're talking about hundreds of millions of units used all around the world. So that's one thing we're doing. In the context of CES, and we keep innovating there. Like we introduced a Mac version of our Power Director video editor this year. Introduced two solutions for small businesses, one called Ad Director, which is an app that helps small business owners create in 3 minutes pretty compelling video ads for their marketing on social media or any kind of video marketing. A business version of our Creative Suite. So these are things we've done there. The main reason why we are at CES is to talk about our latest line of products, which is facial recognition technologies that are being embedded inside all sorts of products, from smart locks to health kiosks in the context of COVID, to extensive security systems for large businesses. And this is an area that's very hot right now. We have one of the most accurate, most flexible, so one of the top solutions in the world at a time where there's a lot of demand for that.
So you're talking about facial recognition. What is your product called?
Okay, so for facial recognition, we have a family of tools called FaceMe. It exists first as a software development kit, or SDK for those who are familiar. So it's basically lines of code that can be included to any solution that has a camera and where you want to recognize people, let's say employees in a companies or visitors or blacklisted people who shouldn't be there, can be useful for included in, let's say, digital displays, identified who is looking at the display right now. Is it a man, a woman, their age, their mood? So based on that, you can customize in real time what they're seeing. So this is very flexible. This thing literally runs on every operating system, every type of device, from powerful workstations to mobile phones to IoT smart locks. Also part of the FaceMe family, we have ready-to-go software. So if you're a company, you don't have IT capabilities to include or add our technology to your existing system. So you can buy a solution called FaceMe Security, which is a software you install on a computer, plug security cameras, anywhere from one camera to hundreds of IP cameras, and suddenly you have complete monitoring system for your business. We have another software called FaceMe Health. This one is related to COVID. So same thing, you have a PC, you connect IP cameras, thermal cameras, and in a few minutes, you can detect people coming in a place if they're wearing masks properly over their mouth and nose. If they have high body temperature, you can send alerts to the right people so they can handle them. So this is, in a nutshell, what FaceMe can do.
Wow, that's really cool. So what really got you into this space?
It's interesting. It's, I would say, augmented reality apps, creative apps. So, as I mentioned, we come from the space of creating these fun apps for consumers. Some of them you can put virtual makeup on your face. You can replace your face with avatars, whatever it is. So we were able in the last maybe 5 years ago to create very precise facial recognition and algorithms, so measures vectors in someone's face so that you can very precisely apply augmented reality components to someone's face. And you can make it run even on a smartphone not connected to a network very fast, very precisely. So having that in hands, we turned around, we benchmarked our engine with the other facial recognition engines used in the context that I described just a few minutes ago. And we realized we had one of the best algorithms in the world. In fact, NIST, the National Institute for Standard Intelligence, puts us in the top 5 for accuracy alone, never mind all the features and flexibility. So we're one of the top 5 if you remove some companies from countries like Russia and China that cannot really market outside of their home country. So that's how we came about that. And because of our couple decades of experience working with very large original equipment manufacturers, both in our home country of Taiwan, but also the US, Japan, and Europe, it was pretty quick for us to start engaging with these companies, offer them the technology so they start embedding it in all sorts of solutions they develop, as well as approaching system integrators who are doing that also in a smaller scale.
So what would AI facial recognition, what would that mean for the average consumer? What would that mean for their future and like specifically FaceMe?
Okay, sure. I mean, what it does basically, your face can be the most precise way to authenticate you. Much better than a PIN, password, iris readers, fingerprints. And when you implement this technology, if anything, for the average consumer, I mean, if you have a smartphone, chances are that you use it already to unlock the phone and access a bunch of things, even payments. So you start bringing it everywhere to access your home, to access office, and you have for banking. Our latest product is for fintech, basically to match an ID with a live face, and you cannot spoof it like with a picture or video. We have technology. Part of our technology makes sure that the live face is the real person. So now suddenly you can help prevent all sorts of identity fraud. You can enable automated access to products like alcohol and cigarettes, let's say, to verify the age. People can apply for loans, credit, insurance from their home because of the security of this. So these are the kinds of applications that are accessible to everyone and have nothing to do with Big Brother watching you, but everything to do about protecting your own security, your own privacy, all that done in a very secure way. We don't need to keep someone's pictures in a database. What we do is that we collect in a very unique way that's highly encrypted. We collect vectors of someone's face, put that in a small file, and this is the kind of information that is used. So it's totally useless unless you're the instigator of this exercise, of this activity.
For sure, I completely agree with you. Is this technology live?
Yes,
right
it
now?
is. It is. So it's deployed, I would say, between commercial deployments, proofs of concept, and others, a few hundred different deployments in the last year and a half. Here in the US, there's a few. In fact, there's one very interesting. It's embedded in health kiosks called Sentry Health that are used in all sorts of businesses, restaurants, shopping malls. It's used by some industrial companies to make sure that the employees, when they walk in the morning, their health is okay and they can go work. There's a few large shopping malls. They do that. Like every employee, when they walk in the morning, they are tested using the kiosk with our technology. They are recognized as, yeah, they're the right employee. Everything is logged. and there's a printer printing a little wristband saying all day that day when they wear the wristband, well, they're safe. There's a hotel, part of the Marriott chain, that just deployed it, Minneapolis, very recently. And there's a whole lot more of these things happening. So it's moving very fast and all in the right direction.
Awesome. So if people were interested in contacting you or learning more about this product, where can they go and how can they find out more?
Yeah, sure. They just should come to our website, cyberlink.com, cyberlink.com/FaceMe, FACEME. There's a wealth of information there about our technology, as well as about the industry. We pride ourselves of being a thought leader in the space. So between all sorts of recorded webinars, articles of substance that were written by our management team, by our team, including our founder, who's a pretty famous professor in Taiwan and the National Taiwan University. So there's a wealth of information on that site.
Of course. And I'm assuming that pricing would depend per contract, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Every case is different. We offer pricing that matches our customers' business models. So in most cases nowadays, it's an annual license, so they can offer it as part of a smart lock for your home. It comes with that service, just like several services today. So if you want to add facial recognition protection, it will be X dollars per year. So that's the most popular, but we can have all sorts of different things. It depends on the volume and the context. But it's a technology that's relatively affordable if you compare to any other biometric technologies. It definitely lowers the cost, and that's why you start seeing it everywhere versus you don't see iris detection everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today and teaching us about FaceMe and your company.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your CES.
Okay, goodbye.
I hope you enjoyed that interview, and if you did, make sure you check out some of the more than 100 interviews we conducted during the virtual CES 2021 coverage. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell to learn when we post new content and when we go live.